Hello, hello, hello. Y'all, it is time to be the black sheep, right? It is stop blending in and start standing out. Because here's the deal. Are you tired of watching your competitors fill their studios while you're struggling to even get kids in the door? And you know you have an amazing studio, but it just seems like your message, it's absolutely getting lost, and people, they just don't know the awesomeness that's inside of your studio doors. So today I'm super excited because I'm going to have my friend Jennifer Randall on with us, and we are going to share with you why it's so importantly to uniquely market your programs and how that will set you apart from your competitors and really increase your enrollment exponentially. And look, here's the deal. I know as a studio owner, it can feel totally overwhelming to try to grow your studio, to grow your business. But I promise you, the info that we're going to share with you today, this conversation that we are going to have, it's going to give you some clarity and show you exactly how you need to stand out and be the unicorn that you know that you are, right? So if you're joining us, say, hey, what's up? We want to know that you're here. We want to know that you're here and where you're coming from, right? So let us know, drop in the comments, hey, how's it going? We'll get in here and we want to talk with y'all. And even if you come in on the replay, we want to know that as well. So drop a hashtag replay and let us know where you are coming in from. We want to know and we want to chat with you all because we want to know how maybe we can help you. And if you are struggling as well to get those kiddos in the door and grow your enrollment back up. Okay. Now, I also want to let you guys know that we actually have some really amazing goodies that we want to share with you. Jennifer's been so awesome and she's offered to give everyone a special little treat here. And I have some things for you too. So if you want it on the goodness, right? If you want it on the goodness, let's see, in the notes, in the comments, drop show notes. And my team will make sure that you get all the goodness that we have for you today in our episode. So, y'all, I'm Erin Burd. I am the author of the Passion and Profit Project, the creator of the Hit List Marketing System, the 100K Blueprint Workshop, as well as the Mobile Dance Mastermind. And I am so excited because my friend Jen is here and I am going to bring her on right now. I'm going to bring her on and we are going to have this awesome conversation because you guys, if you don't, and hey, yay, I'm so glad that you're here. So if you don't know Jennifer Randall, she is brilliant, y'all. And I am so humble as she's like, oh my gosh, I don't even know. She's so humble. But here's the deal. I was really fortunate to meet her at a convention, a conference that we were both speaking at. And we just both, maybe I'm speaking out of turn here. I just love all the times that we just get together and talk and chat and, life and business and all fun craziness of running a business and being a mama and all of the fun stuff that we get to do.
All the things.
All of the things. My goodness gracious. Okay. So Jen, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about yourself? And then, we could just dive in conversation because it is a conversation that, oh, Lordy, it has been coming up in our camp. Oh, my goodness gracious. Over and over again. And so I think that we need to discuss. So, but tell them, about you and what you do and why I thought me and her, we need to come in and chat about this.
Yes. So I'm Jen. Obviously, you guys know that by now. My area is basically all things social media marketing, organic and paid. And I own a studio for 12 years. I am in it. I've been in it. I've been in the trenches. I know exactly what's going on. And I sold it to one of my teachers. It was just the right time. you know, I don't know if you ever really know if there's a right time, but it was the right time. It ended up being the perfect time. And so when I was done, I just realized like I have this passion for marketing for local businesses. And so I started helping friends with their online marketing, and one thing after another, I ended up here, and I have a paid membership for social media marketing for local businesses. So I am always learning. You can come in anytime, but I'm always learning because the platform is always changing. And that's one of the things that I love, 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 love about it, is just because it's like dance, you know, you can always evolve. As a teacher, you're always growing, you're always learning. But yeah, every week I get to learn something new, and then I get to pass it along to all of you guys.
Love it, love it, love it. So, okay, speaking of evolving and changing, you know, I've had this conversation the last couple of weeks with some clients, some other studio owners in our industry who were kind of coming to me, and we had the discussion about struggling to maybe, you know, get back to maybe your numbers pre-COVID, right? Things, we know we're not back to normal yet. Mm-hmm. That being said, some of us are doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. And so today I wanted to really dive into the idea of why it's so important to uniquely position and market your programs that makes you stand out. Because you can tell me if I'm wrong here, but I see so many studio owners, you know, they have like preschool ballet, and that's what they're selling, but they don't really know how to sell it, what's in it for them. Why would they? And they're saying, well, my classes aren't filling up, mm-hmm. right? And so what are you seeing on your end too?
Well, post-pandemic, we're seeing a lot of studios shift. A lot of kid-focused businesses who were really into one, you know, younger kids area, their older kids are starting to take off. Or maybe a studio who had lots of older kids, their younger kids are starting to take off. So I think first of all, we need to be flexible, and we need to throw away that whole idea of what we were before and just open up our eyes to what is coming in and how we can make that even better. And to touch on your topic, like, you need to know what your culture is. You know, your preschool ballet class is not going to sell itself. If you have, you know, Bumblebee Tiny Tots or something like, you know, you need to name your culture, whatever you feel embodies your values and, you know, what you're all about. Because you're right, everyone has preschool classes. Everyone has free trials. Everyone has, you know, bring a friend day. So you really do have to make people go, ooh, I want my kid to be a bumblebee. Like, I know it sounds silly.
Not at all.
But you really do have to do those things to stand out now.
Right. And one of the things that I've maybe been standing on a soapbox inside of my inside my group coaching program is about, what do you want to be known for? Yeah. Because your message, you have to sing that same message over and over and over again for them to start singing it for you. Mm-hmm. Right? And so what do you want to be known for? And here's the thing. Most of our studio owners would probably do a lot of things really well, right? Yeah. They might have a really great and strong competition company. They might have a great rec program. They might have, right, all these different programs that are really fabulous and done really well. But what is the message that you want your community to be like, ooh, they are the person for this?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, it's a heartstring one, because a lot of people will be like, I want to be known for this, but the money isn't coming in from this. It may be coming in from that. So really have to let go of the idea that you can only be known for this, your one thing, because you really get, at the end of the day, the program that's bringing in the most money is why people are coming to you. And so
where are they? They're right here. I'm like,
yes. No, but yes. Seriously. I mean, and that's probably the hardest thing that people, at least when I'm working with setting up ads and doing organic marketing, it's like, well, we're a competition school. I said, well, are you? I mean, you really have to say, like, is that where most of your revenue is coming from? Because if it's not, then we really need to look at our marketing and really flip the switch on that, because we need to be targeting the people who are paying the bills. Even though you love competition, and I mean, sometimes I'm with you, Erin. I become a little unpopular sometimes. But yes. But that's just the way it is. And I've been there. I wanted to be, a studio that had tons of older kids, but my marketing was all geared toward that. But all of my revenue was coming in from my little ones. And the minute I switched my marketing to the little ones, the older kids will come.
Right. I mean, okay, you know me, I'm kind of a big, huge proponent of building really strong foundations on your tiny tots, because one, we know they're really profitable actually when you do the numbers, but also that they are your funnel. Like they are, you get them in and you keep them in for as long as you can through the life of their dance career, right? Or their studio or whatever it is. And so I'm not saying everyone needs to say, tiny tots are my thing, right? Although it's not a place to start. But what do you want people to know, like you for? And when their friend just says, oh my gosh, I am looking for XYZ, of course they name you. Mm-hmm. What do you want to be known for?
Yeah, and I think you're right with the whole what do you want to be known for thing. I think one of the best things about that too is that you get to mold them, right? You get to tell them this is how the experience should be. You don't have those kids who are coming from other studios who say, well, this is how we did it in my old studio. This is how we did it. This is how this was run, or this is what I expect. You get to start from a clean slate. And really just be like, well, this is the experience.
So I'm so glad that you said experience, because again, another soapbox I would say is talking about the experience. And as we've shifted a little bit, we have to really be mindful about the experience from the moment honestly, it starts before they even actually arrive at your studio, truth be told. The experience from the moment that they have the first point of contact with you. And what does that look like? What does that feel like? One of the reasons why, we pay so much money to go to Disney World or to Disney Park is because of the experience. From the moment you start, like whether you're planning your vacation, whether it's all those little details, right? Hey, Lizzie, I'm so glad that you're here. And so it's about the experience, and it's about what do you want them to feel when they have contact with you, and that sets up your culture.
Yeah, it does, and it's, that you're so on. Like that starts before they even step foot in your studio. That starts with your social media, starts with your organic feed. It starts with the paid, where you're taking them afterwards. And if you are thinking of running an ad, but you don't want to spend a ton of money, the best way to do that is run some sort of messenger ad or lead form ad for our purposes, because we have to start creating that connection before we ask them to take action. I mean, it's so important with kid-focused businesses. I mean, you and I both have kids. I have never, ever once gone to a website and signed my kid up for something without surfing social media, sending an email, driving by the place, or anything like that. It's just our kids are so so personal to us that we really do our due diligence before we do that. And so if you are really targeting people who don't know you, and the first thing you're asking them to do is sign up for a class, they're already kind of turned off because they're thinking they just want my money. I know nothing about these people, right? And so if you can really start the conversation, it will break down that know, like, and trust wall so much faster.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think that's where there's a little bit of a disconnect too, because I think prior we were really used to people just walking into our studio doors, and you could have a conversation, like a face-to-face, goodness conversation. And with this layer of social media marketing, and yes, marketing shifted, but there's lots of, it still doesn't take away the whole part of humanizing your content, humanizing your brand. People, do you agree, or you could disagree? I think right now, because they need human connection so much, that I love me some automation, but not in lieu of human connection. Right?
I was just going to say that. I think we have been so conditioned in the last, specifically our industry, in the last couple of years, that we need to automate everything, right? Which, yes, don't get me wrong, I love myself some good automations. Really, really do. Love them. But how many people are you really realistically going to be having come in on a weekly basis for prospects, right? I mean, we're not having hundreds of prospects come in on a weekly basis. So if you can't touch base with 20 to 30 people a week, we need to reevaluate some systems, because you really should be able to reach out and have a connection with that many people a week, because that's all it's going to take, is one human interaction where they know that you hear them, they know you're a real person, right? Like they need to know, like, what they see, who they hear are the same people that they're going to be interacting with when they get to your business.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it. And so I think that, yes, we need to have systems in place, and which is all great, but we need to make sure that we are showing up and connecting, right? Because I am the first to say we are absolutely 100% in the people business and secondary in the studio business, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I like that.
I mean, yes, do we have classes? Do we sell? We have things, right? But the truth is that we're in the people business. And so if we try to withdraw that, right, again, it doesn't allow us to build a message that sells and that converts. And so one of the things that I think is so important is really, like we said, looking at those classes. And one of the tips, hopefully, that I want you guys to get from today is that if you're looking at your numbers in your classes and you notice, let's just say, Tiny Tot Hip Hop, I don't know, I'm throwing I'm picking a class out of nowhere, right? A Tiny Tot Hip Hop class, you're having a really hard time filling that, right? So I want to encourage you, number one, look at, well, how are you describing this class? How are you marketing this class, right? And so I always, with my clients, we go through their numbers and their classes and we say, well, which ones aren't filling? Let's talk about it and let's figure out why. And let's be intentional about uniquely positioning this program and really getting a good hook to make them say, ooh, what's that about? Right?
No, you're totally right. And I think part of it too is it can be very, very hard for us to step outside of our studio role and go, okay, what is the parent going to get from putting their kid in this class? What is the child going to get from taking this class. Those are the words, the key phrases that we should be using in marketing, because those are the ones that, as somebody's scrolling, or if they're on their website, those are the words that people are going to be like, oh my God, yes, she's totally reading my mind.
Yes. And here's the thing. You want to really stop and talk to one person.
Yes.
To one person. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm writing this copy, I'm thinking about Jennifer. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's in it for her? What are her beliefs? Did she have a bad experience at another studio where she, the values didn't align?
Mm-hmm.
What is her beliefs, and what does she need to believe to come to us?
Yeah, I always explain it as like a bridge, right?
Oh.
So you have you on one side, your studio, the parent on the other side. What do you need them to believe to get them over to the bridge, right? Do you need them to believe that their kid needs an activity to help them grow? Okay, maybe. Do you need them to believe that activities are a way to instill values or something like that? And if you connect these like stones, right, you can easily create messages to take your customer from one to the other, to literally just being so in love with you that they would never go anywhere else, and they're going to be your biggest supporter and your cheerleader and whatever. But if you can really sit down and go, okay, how do I get somebody who doesn't know me at all to be my biggest fan? What do I need them to believe that I can offer for their kid? That's your marketing message.
Right. And you guys, can I just, I don't know, can I say it? It's not that they're going to get exceptional training at your studio.
And they don't care how many awards you have won or how many performances you have been in as a teacher. They don't care.
They don't care, you guys. I'm a little tough love. I'm here to say it. It's not about you.
That was the truth bomb.
Truth bomb today. It's not about you.
It's not about you.
Okay. Unfortunately, I think that it's hard because sometimes, especially as if we've grown up, we've gone through our ranks as in the studios and, do that sort of thing. You think that's what parents want to. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So here's the deal, though, guys. It's not about that, because here's the reason. We think sometimes that, okay, they need to know why we're this authority, right? Or why they should come to us. And, for a few people that might matter. It might. I'm not saying nobody looks at it, but it's probably not the deciding factor. Because guess what? Someone around the corner could have done just as much as you, or more, or less, but they have a different experience. And so that is, that is why we have to look at what's in it for. We just love having fun, but yes. Yeah. I mean, but here's the deal. I love that studio culture, because here's the deal. I think that is so welcome, inviting. You have fun. It's not super serious. It's not, I don't know if anybody else's experience when they were a kid getting smacked with a yardstick in ballet class. I did. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Anyway, so I'm so glad that that's not where you are, Lizzie. I know it's not, it's not about you. Okay, it's not about you. And so I want you guys to start leaning in and asking questions to yourself, or like going through, why would this parent want to come to us? Yeah. And guys, it's always about feelings. Would you agree, Jen? It's always about feelings.
It's always about the feelings. That was our tagline. And if you guys don't have a tagline, you really need to have a tagline. Like, ours was um, making memories through dance. And so it was really easy for parents to be like, oh my gosh, yes, I went to class and my mom put me in class, and now I get to put my daughter in class and share those memories and be on the same side. And so it wasn't about, it didn't have, I mean, literally it had nothing, didn't tell you what we did really, just other than dance, didn't tell you what classes we offered. It just was simple, and we ran with it. It was awesome.
Well, and to this, ours, because we're birdies, right? Erin Burd, birdies.
Right.
So ours is where your child soars to new heights.
Yeah. Has nothing to do with it. Doesn't have to. Yeah.
Doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. And so, yes. So I agree with you in that. But I think it comes really down to you guys. As you guys are looking at, okay, why aren't these particular classes filling? If you have only certain ones, or if it's as a whole, my goodness, my numbers aren't exactly where I want them to be, right? We have to really look at this, objectively and say, okay, well, what is the message that I'm giving the world? What are we standing for? What are we telling them, right? And and really look at what's in it for them, and not some corny, lame thing like exceptional training. Want, y'all. What is in it for them? What are they going to feel? What are they going to experience? What are all of the beautiful byproducts, right? Relationships and community and mommy besties, and right, like what are the things that they are looking for within your studio culture? And then do things.
Yeah, exactly. And don't get frustrated too. There's always going to be that one parent who has the 3-year-old who is looking for exceptional training.
Right.
But they're not going to stick around because they're going to always be looking for something better. Because that's what they're looking for. So that may be your cup of tea. Maybe it's not. But you're definitely, I used to get upset, but I'm like, take those with a grain of salt. They're going to come in and realize, or maybe they won't, that culture is going to be at that age, and at that what we're focusing on is way more important than whether or not your 3-year-old can stand at a bar for 15 minutes.
Right. Yeah. And I think it's also being very confident in what your worth is of your studio. Yeah. Right. And when you know that, and you believe and you anchor into that, it also allows you to say, well, we're so much more than just dancing. Right. And so now, okay, so real quick, I want to talk about the marketing real quick, because I know that can feel really overwhelming for so many, because there are all the things, right? And and it is ever changing, and sometimes the book of faces stuff goes down.
Oh yeah. It was like a vacation day for me.
Right? But here's the thing. You and I have talked about this before, about not trying to do it all, because really we can't do it all well, right? And really it goes back to this thing. Where are those ideal parents? Where are they spending their time, right? And then how do we really leverage those? And so you have been so gracious, and I absolutely adore it, because you guys, in the comments, I want to know, let me know if you want this goodness. So, let us know. Because we know that video is like, it is the thing, right now and moving forward. And I know that it's funny, because you think for a lot of us studio owners, we're performers, right? But the idea of having to come on and do live video for so many is so scary.
It's just like a hard no for a lot of people.
Yes. And I'm like, no, y'all, we got to get over it. Right? Like,
yeah, you got to get over it.
Yeah, you got to get over it, right? You can get on stage, just like turn on your brain and say, hey, I'm getting ready on stage to perform, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So we know live video, it is where we have to be, right? And it doesn't have to be all the only thing we do, right? But we have to start infusing it in. And so you're so sweet, and you are giving everybody, I'm like, because here's the thing, I can tell you for me that if I were trying to do a lot of these things on my own, that it would be really frustrating. It would be very time consuming, because it is not my zone of genius in creating graphics and templates or, for videos and stuff like that. That's, let's be real. It doesn't make my heart sing. So I am so grateful to have you and to have help. And you created these video templates for everyone. And so do you want to talk about them for a moment? And I'm going to give them, if you guys want these, I'm going to give you guys a link and you can get them as well. So tell us a little bit about these.
Yeah, so a couple, I would say it's probably a month ago now, that Instagram went, hey, we are moving to a video platform, which freaked everyone out because they thought everything was going to be gone and going away, but it's not. So your photos are still all going to be there. However, they are trying to compete with Instagram or YouTube. So everything is moving video. So the more video you can put up on your Instagram right now, the more relevant Facebook will think you are when everything switches over. So it's already slowly switching over, and there's a bunch of things happening right now. Like yesterday, Instagram announced that they're going away with IGTV, and it will now just be videos. So yay, one less thing to have to worry about, right? But it's going to freak some people out a little bit again, but don't worry. So video doesn't have to be you on camera, like Erin said. So in Canva, anything that you animate is considered a video. So I know, isn't it fantastic?
I know.
So I went through and I have these templates and I animated them for you. So all you have to do is drop in a photo, change the text. The text is all animated. There's certain sections that are animated. Sometimes the whole thing is animated. But that way you don't have to really think about it. You just drop in whatever you want to say, change it to your brand colors, and you are done. So anytime I can make things a little bit easier for you guys, that's my goal. And anytime I can get you from getting lost in the Canva black hole is considered a win-win.
Yes. And here's the deal. Canva is awesome. I mean, I'm the first to say that.
Yeah.
I am not techie, y'all. I don't think I'm not horrible. I can figure stuff out.
You're techie. Come on.
Here's the deal. I really don't want to be techie.
I know you don't want to be techie.
Maybe with every fiber of my being, I'm like, ooh, I don't want to do that. It's kind of like, so when I was younger, my dad, when I was, teenager, he was like, I'm going to teach you how to change the oil in the car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And his point was, not because I want you to ever do it, but because you should know how to do it.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. Same thing with changing a tire. I'm going to make you change the tire so you know how to, not because I ever expect you to, or, that sort of thing. Right. And I think it's kind of the same thing. Like, I want to know that I can do it if I need to, but I also know it's not my zone of genius, and I would rather use my time in other places. Yes. Yeah. Doesn't it rock it? I'm like, yes, it's going to rock your world. Okay. So yes. So you guys get on these, because Canva does some amazing things, and they are adding things all the time, which are pretty user-friendly, right? And so when it comes to video, you guys, hear me out. Hear me out. You really need to be doing it consistently. And it doesn't have to be you just talking on there, right? But you can show little reels of them doing a combination. You can take a tour of your studio. You can, there are so many different things that you can do to connect with people on a human level, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that without you selling. You guys,
Mm-hmm.
it is not you coming on and like, come to our hip hop class, right? No, it's like, come see, this is what we did today in class. It was awesome. Or caption this for me. Oh my gosh, isn't it great? There's so many different ways that you can engage.
Yeah. And the more you make it engaging, like those videos of the kids having fun, the more people are going to go, oh, I feel like my kid is missing out. Oh, that looks like a lot of fun. I need to try that. Because we're hit over the head all day long I know everyone is, with email and purchase this and last days for this and final chance and register and do this, that if you can connect with them on some funny video or a behind the scenes, or, get creative with it, slow motion video for leaps across the floor for children, even little kids, you guys, it's absolutely hilarious. Like, you will be surprised at just those random things that you're like, oh, that's so easy. I can do it on my phone. And you guys, our phones have amazing cameras on them. So there's no reason that you're like, oh, I don't have the right stuff for that. Or, oh, I don't have that. I am sometimes unpopular because I say quantity over quality, because the more you do it, the better you get at it. You're not going to be great out of the bat.
Done is better than perfect.
Yep. Done is better than perfect. So again, if your video sucks, put it up there anyway. I don't care, because quantity, the more you do it, the better you will get at it. I promise.
Absolutely. I mean, think back with anything. Like, did we, the first time we tried to do a fouette, did we get it? Probably not.
Mm-mm.
But
and for some reason, people think that when they're putting stuff out on social media right now, that it has to be perfect. It has to have the perfect quality. It has to have, and that may have been true 3 years ago, but it's not anymore.
And here's the truth. I don't know about you. I find that people connect more when you just tell the truth. Just be you and be like authentic, because that's what they want to know and they want to see. And you know what? I'm perfectly imperfect, and things are going to happen. I had a live show where my ring light came flying, just flying at me. It happened. Right?
It happens.
But we laugh about it, right? Like, it happens. Could I have gone back and just said, oh, I'm going to take that down? I could have. But why?
Yeah.
It's just a moment in time. And we all got a good laugh, and they can see that I can laugh at myself. Right? Which I can, y'all. So yes, you guys, if we could leave you, or if you want to leave them with any little nugget or any little takeaway, or you guys let me know. Lizzie, did you have a takeaway from today's conversation? But I want to know, or I want to leave you with one little thing when it comes to uniquely positioning yourself, is that really, if you could just take a moment and step back and look at it from their eyes and their perspective, it will shift things for you and allow you to see. Because a lot of times we could get into the, well, because it's COVID's fault, or because there's this new studio down the street, or whatever. But really, if you look objectively, it's probably because you're trying to do the same thing that you've done for the last X amount of years, and now it's not working, but you're expecting the result. And so that is my hope, for today, is that we could share that there are ways of getting yourself and setting yourself apart from the pack and being the black sheep in a good way. Right?
Yeah.
And so do you have any other little tidbits before we let them go today?
Yeah, I think just bouncing off of your sit in the seat and think about you, really take a couple minutes and go, okay, what is it that I struggle with today? Like, what are the top 5 or 10 things that I struggle with kind of on a weekly basis. And then write that down first, and then go out and ask or send an email out to like 10 of your parents and ask them the same question, right? Because a lot of times you'll find some overlap, and then that's going to be where your marketing message is. And you'll be it's such an interesting activity, to be honest, because you'll find some similarities between your parents as well. Absolutely. Right? Like they will all struggle with kind of the same thing. And then you kind of can go, okay, here's my message. Here's how I can help them with that struggle. Here's how putting their kid in class allows them to get to the grocery store without rushing. Here's how putting their kid in class allows them to have, a cup of coffee and just listen to whatever in their car and not talk to anyone, right? You know what I mean? Like, but that's something that you can put into, that's a powerful marketing message where you're not selling anything, but you're really, you are providing a service for the parent that you probably didn't even think you were.
Yes. Oh, and Lizzie, yes, I absolutely love that. I do. I think she said, we need to remember that we're unique and talented and not perfect. And just like we tell our dancers, we don't expect them to be perfect. We do each have our own unique gifts and talents, and but we have to be able to articulate that and what makes us the unicorn and what makes us the black sheep in a good way, right? And so I think that is awesome. And so, y'all,
that needs to be a bathroom mantra, Lizzie.
Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so y'all, if you are wanting the show notes from today, you could get those, as well as the free gift that Jen is being so gracious to share with us, those Canva templates for videos. Drop show notes into the comments and we will definitely, she's like, I am on it. We will definitely get those to you. So I appreciate that. Now, you guys, I'm going to go ahead. Can we just give Miss Jen a round of applause? Thank you. I always absolutely adore having our conversations, and we could just talk for a really long time, y'all.
We could, yeah.
But I know we all have so much. Judy, thank you for joining us. So here's the deal. I'm going to go ahead. Thank you, Jen. I'll let you go ahead and go. I know you have a busy, full schedule. And before, thank you. And, oh, I didn't do that right. See, not perfect. Oh, here we go. All right.
I'm back.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this.
Bye.
Love you. Thank you so much. And you and I will chat super soon. All right,
okay.
Guys, before we go, I want to go ahead and make sure that you guys know what we are doing next week on the Erin Burd Live Show. Okay, so next week, same time, same place, I am going to have the amazing Julie K. Stalkup come on, and we are going to be chatting, y'all, about why it's so important for us not to wait until the new year to get on those programs, make changes in your classroom, make changes in your business. Why it's so important for you to really get in motion now instead of waiting, right? Because here's the deal. We all know we have that forever, never ending to-do list, right? And sometimes I'm guilty of it too, y'all. I will say, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. Oh, I'll get to that next week. Ooh, okay, well, I think it's going to have to be next month. Well, oh my gosh, with everything going on, I'm just going to tackle that in January. And y'all, we cannot wait until January, right? We cannot wait till January to do some of these things that are going to make huge impacts inside of your business right now. And so next week, I'm so excited to have the beautiful Julie K. Stalkup coming on. Miss Julie K. You guys, I'm sure all know her and love her. And if you don't, then you need to be here because we are going to have some fun and we are going to have a great chat. So speedy recap. Okay, so today we talked about why it's so important to uniquely market your programs so it will set you apart from the competition and increase your enrollment exponentially. Why it's so important to have a message that is about them and not about you, right? And so if you are looking for some support, if you need additional help, I would love to chat. Let me know. We can talk. We can set up a time to chat, and I can help give you some ideas and point you in the right direction. I'm going to leave you there. Have a fantastic week, y'all, and I will see you next week. Same time, same station. I love your face. Bye, friends.